Welcome to Sips and Spirits, a podcast for lovers of both alcoholic and spectral spirits.
I'm trying to figure out where to put my hand.
I am one of your hosts, Chelsea.
I'm your other host, trying to figure out where to stand here.
Co-host.
Eric.
You think we'd have this 40 episodes in, we'd have this figured out by now.
Yeah, but things change all the time. There's a lot of wires right here right now. What's going on?
What is this? I feel like I put on this weird broadcasting voice. Did you hear that?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Anyway, hi guys. Welcome back. A few disclaimers. Hi, I haven't had a drink yet.
In case you're new to us, here's some disclaimers to get started.
Broadcast.
Now he's going to make fun of me the whole time.
Don't make me laugh.
Too late.
Facts and stories are presented from various sources, and we make no claims that these tales are true. We just found them to be spooky and interesting.
Exactly. And then cocktails and spirits are tasted for the first time during this episode recording, unless noted otherwise, because it is one of our Cryptid Cocktail episodes. We do create a particular cocktail, especially for the episode, for you guys to try instead. So we have taste tested this cocktail quite a few times to perfect it, so to speak. So just your heads up, we have tried this spirit concoction as well as the spirits within it. We actually have episodes for those.
Episodes for these? What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We do.
Uh-huh.
And one more disclaimer before we get started.
Very important one.
We want to remind you that it's fine to enjoy the spirits, but don't let them possess you. We may be a drinking podcast, but we strongly encourage you drink responsibly. As much as we love you guys enjoying our cocktails, there's never any pressure to consume them. So enjoy responsibly.
Exactly. So in case you guys are new to the podcast and aren't aware what our Cocktail and Cryptid episodes entail, we actually asked a handful of our friends at Midsummer Scream 2022 to pull a cryptid card from a really neat deck we have from Afterlight Comics. And one of our friends, Misty, from All Hallows Wife, pulled this cryptid card. So we're going to go ahead and play that clip for you right now.
Do you want to tell them what mine is? Can you say it?
The Goatman.
Oh, the Goatman's bridge. It's me, your boy.
The Goatman. This is good fun.
Oh man, these are all great.
Yes.
All right. So as you guys saw, Misty pulled the Goatman.
Goatman.
So our wonderful Goatman cocktail is right here, beautiful in red. If you guys are not watching us on YouTube, you can see it on, or listening to us on YouTube, listening/watching. If you're listening to us, we put pictures of our cocktails on Instagram, and I'm totally messing this up. I don't know what's up with me today.
It's okay. We're sad this is our last episode for the season. Okay? But anyway, cheers.
Cheers. Let's cheers.
I haven't had this cocktail
We got to get a drink in us, apparently. Oh man, I love that.
Oh, that's good.
All right.
We'll get into this baby later.
Indeedly. Woo.
To part in my mouth.
I know. I love the flavors on this. It's very complex.
We'll get to the flavors
palette.
later. But so
We can't get it together. All right. So if you guys are interested to watch Misty get her live reaction of this cocktail, we're going to have her on Instagram Live this Saturday following the release of this episode. It'll be June 10th at 5 p.m.
Yeah.
So 5 p.m. Pacific time. So we'll be sure to put in the time jumps for that accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
So depending on your time, you guys can tune in whenever you like.
There we go.
If you can't catch us, we always keep these Instagram lives of our pals taste testing the cocktail made for their cryptid on our Rails page. So you guys can watch them at any old time you want.
And congratulations to the following guessing. Stephen Kittens once again. Hildy of Shenanigans in Motion guessed the Goatman.
Hilda.
Hilda. Why is it Hildy? Oh, because it's an E. That's why. Hilda.
It's a different,
I apologize. Hilda.
Yes.
Hilda of Shenanigans in Motion. She gets the gold man. And thank you, Hilda.
Yes.
For
all the guesses. This episode, or these last 10 episodes,
yes.
Man, she has been spot on.
Spot on all the time. It's nice that people are actually interacting.
Yes.
So thank you so much for that. And
that was one of our goals. So it's exciting to see that come to fruition.
And as we continue these cryptid episodes, if you guys want to get shouted out, make sure to listen to Chelsea's lovely riddle.
Cryptid Guess Who's.
Cryptid Guess Who's. And then if you guess correctly or incorrectly, we will shout you out. Kind of thing.
Yep.
So you guys are part of this. But now, Hauntings Behind our Bar.
Yeah.
What's going on back here that's making us go bananas today?
It is Ghostbusters Day.
You want to listen to some of that? There we go. Bam. Look at that.
Ignore my shark slippers. But yeah, I'm wearing Ghostbuster socks in honor of Ghostbusting today.
Ghostbusting.
We're not like diehard Ghostbusters fans, but our kids enjoy it. We enjoy it. I love seeing the new renditions as they change and add to the lore and whatnot. It's fun to see how it's grown.
I think I saw... Okay. I probably saw Ghostbusters when I was a kid once upon a time. But I wasn't paying attention to it because I wasn't interested in it.
Apparently not your thing.
And then I think I actually sat down and watched this as an adult for the first time, like for realsies. So I'm like, okay, this is what it is. But I watched the cartoon all the time. Cartoon was great.
Yeah.
So
I remember watching the cartoon, but I mean, I like them all, really.
It's fun.
Yeah. So if you guys celebrate,
celebrate your Ghostbusting.
We had a very fun reel last year that we put together for Ghostbuster Day that our kids participated in. It was very cute. So we were our ghost sheeted selves and they were chasing us around.
I'm like, I should wear mine to work.
Your ghost sheet?
No, my Ghostbuster outfit.
I mean, you could.
Yeah.
It doesn't break your dress code.
It does not at all.
So yeah, for all those ghost heads out there, happy Ghostbuster Day.
Happy Ghostbusters Day. So if you guys have been watching us for a while, this is our 10th episode on this.
Or listening.
Watching or listening. This is our 10th episode on this, what we call season, I guess. And usually after 10 episodes, we take a little break. Just to kind of rework things out, talk about what's worked for us, what didn't work for us, make things...
Start to plan out the next 10 episodes.
Yeah, plan the next episode, what we're going to do, where we're taking this kind of thing.
Yeah, plus these breaks tend to fall at a perfect time. So like this summer break falls just in time so we can kind of focus on preparing for Midsummer Scream, anything we want to get together, costumes, any goodies we might be giving away, etc.
Oh, yes.
But then like our winter break happens to fall starts right before our daughter's birthday. Yes. So we're taking that break before the holidays because we have a big family, so we just get caught up with all that stuff. So it's good to not have to worry about the podcast. But it really does give us a time to actually just sit and think about, what do we want to do next? Where do we want to take the podcast? How did we feel about the setup or the sound or
just the way they
whatever. Yeah. What did other people think, or what opinions or feedback did we get?
Yeah.
And this is kind of your guys' open invitation to let us know your deep dive into what you think of the podcast, whether you're new or old, because we take that information and that feedback to heart to really think about what direction we want to take it next. Because we have a bunch of ideas and it's never ending and we want to try them all. But we want to know, also, as much as we do plan to keep having fun with it, but what did you guys think of the things we tried? We had our first podcast guest this time around.
Yep.
We had, we did something really different where we kind of gave a list of our favorite, family-friendly shares. We tried our hand at quite a few non-alcoholic cocktails. Honestly, what did you guys like? What didn't you like? We really do want to know.
Exactly. When this comes out.
Yep.
2 weeks ago, we went to Dino Quest came to town, our town.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
I know it was fun. It's a little fun adventure for the kids kind of thing. Get them out of the house, do some little things. If you get a chance to do it, if it comes to your town or close by, get a chance to check it out. It's cool. A lot of interaction things.
I would say specifically if you have children.
Little ones, yes. If you have little ones. If you don't have little ones, I would say...
Teenagers might be pushing it.
Yeah, pushing it. But the little ones really enjoyed it. They had this really cool rideable animatronics.
Dinosaurs, yeah.
The lines were long, but I think it was worth it at the end. I think the kids enjoyed it. But yeah, you get to see some really cool, like, what's it, statues? Animatronics. Some of them are move around. Some of them are just like displays of like dinosaurs and stuff. So it's really cool.
So they have to scale dinosaur replicas.
There we go.
Some are animatronics and some are just models. But they're really neat. And they have all these like dino facts posted next to them. Each one had a sign. And yeah, it was really fun. And our kids love dinosaurs. So it was a good time to catch it. And it was nice and cool, too. So
yeah, it was actually great weather there. If you guys have been seeing our stories recently, we decided to purchase what we found called pirate water. Pre-mixed cocktails and alcoholic. We found at our local Walmart. Very cheap price, $2 a can, which was, a nice little treat. And with that, we decided to marathon the Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Yes, that was very fun.
Just steaming them out kind of thing. It was a fun time with that.
Yeah. And then lastly, we do want to remind you guys, we will be at Midsummer Scream. I feel like we're beating a dead cat here, but we're very excited about it. It's kind of like one of our big things we get to do each year. And we're going to have like fun little coasters to give out. So if you guys see us, come say hi. Or as I keep putting it, come say boo. And yeah, we're so excited for this event. We can't wait to attend. And can't wait to get to chat with many of you. Because I know a lot of you have told us that you'll be attending as well. And
come say hi.
Yes. Don't be shy.
I may be big and scary, but still come say hi. So.
We ready to talk about the cocktail?
Are you ready to talk about what's inside this?
What's in the Goatman?
What's in the Goatman? I don't want to know. But what's in this Goatman?
It's in the Goatman cocktail. So within the cocktail, we have an ounce of Crystal Head Aurora, 1 ounce of your classic Kraken Black Spice Rum, 2 ounces of cinnamon sour mix, and 2 ounces of pomegranate juice. Ooh. Yeah, so the style of this cocktail actually draws inspiration from one of Maryland's more famous and popular state cocktails, which is called the Black Eyed Susan. And it's kind of this fruit mix with 2 different kinds of liquor, so I kind of built off of that. We picked Crystal Head vodka. We tried a couple different vodkas with this, but we really loved how Aurora sat with this cocktail. And it just felt appropriate because a lot of the depictions of Goatman, it has this differentiation of a man-like body with a goat head. So we kind of went with that. So I don't know if you have this in your notes, so I won't spoil too much, but from what I heard, Maryland is one of the only places of the different locations of Goatman that actually has historical documentation of its lore at the Goatman. So he's like, what? That's at least one of the things I found when doing my research, because I do a little bit of research to help kind of formulate these cocktails. So I really love that with the Crystal Head, kind of working that in that way, symbolism-wise. As for Kraken rum, legend says that the first rums were called Kill Devil, as they were deemed strong enough to kill the devil. So, as I mentioned earlier, we have what I called a cinnamon sour mix. And I'm sure you guys are wondering, what the heck is a cinnamon sour mix? So, essentially, it is a sour mix. But instead of having simple syrup, it has a cinnamon simple syrup in it. So we made cinnamon simple syrup, then took equal parts. We put 2 parts of cinnamon simple syrup, 2 parts of lemons, and 1 part of lime to make our sour mix. And that combination of the citrus brings in the tardiness, while the cinnamon brings in a different kind of spice flavor that draws out the spices you taste in the Kraken rum. And then we have pomegranate juice. Now, in some cultures, pomegranates can represent fertility, beauty, and eternal life, but it also represents death, blood, and power, which feel very appropriate for the Goatman. So it is often used in the tale of Persephone as the food that was essentially used to force her to stay with Hades. And sometimes it is alluded to be the forbidden fruit that the devil tempts Eve with. Because apples in that area were not real. They're not that they weren't real, they just didn't exist in that.
They weren't naturally for growing.
Correct. So it's often thought that the forbidden fruit, the apple, is the pomegranate, which it's like seed of apples or apple seed or something.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of mythologies have the pomegranate as a wisdom fruit as well, kind of thing, because it's the way the seeds are, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Very neat, very neat.
Any tasty notes you want to add to this cocktail?
I'm not a pomegranate fan, as you very well know. But overall, it's not bad. It's a good mixture. I don't know if it's because of my current health condition. I'm a little under the weather, I think, or allergies, something. My taste buds are weird. Yeah. So it feels very sour today.
It does. Feels more sour than usual, but I feel like we had the sour mix sitting a little too long.
So maybe that's the reason. But outside of that, it's still fantastic.
I would recommend, if you make this cocktail and you feel like it's a little too sour to taste, I'd add another ½ ounce of that cinnamon simple syrup to kind of tone down the tardiness. Like, when we originally made this, it didn't feel...
Yeah, half ounce to like the cocktail mixture, or like to the
cocktail itself.
Mix. Okay, yeah, I agree. Add a little sweetness to it. But otherwise, it's fantastic. If you like sourness, I mean, I do enjoy sour. Like, it's not bad. Just like today feels a little sour.
It does. I'm almost tempted to well, we've been putting off recording this episode.
Life's got into the way.
So our sour mix is not as fresh, and it has become more tardy than intended. So yeah. That's the cocktail. And as always, you guys can find this recipe on our website. Just head over to sipsandspirits.com, and we have a little page called Cocktails, and you can head over there.
There we go.
And find it.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Every recipe includes now, that cocktail section recently got a little revamp. So now you have an actual printable PDF that you can click on and print out.
There you go. Share with your friends.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Once again, our cards come from the awesome Clash of the Cryptids and Deck from Afterlife Comics. And today, we have...
Keep going.
The Goatman. I was like, what's that face for?
Oh, yeah. No, I noticed something in my...
Yeah, I saw that too. So, according to Afterlife Comics, most commonly sighted in Louisiana, Maryland, and Texas.
All over.
It is described as a 7-foot-tall hybrid creature, part man, part goat. The tale holds that the man was experimenting. Oh, excuse me, so gassy today. The tale holds that the man was experimenting on ghosts when the experiment went awry. That's the Goatman. Now, you mentioned Maryland.
Yeah.
In your little description.
I did.
And I have a little bit of everywhere.
When it comes to the Goatman. Hoping you'd cover a little bit of everywhere.
So, first, I believe this town's in Texas. I didn't put where this town's from.
Is this the bridge?
Yes.
Then it's Texas.
Okay, the bridge is in Texas. So, this...
So I am going to apologize in advance. I have quite a bit of knowledge on Goatman just from other things that I've watched or listened to. So I have prior knowledge of the Goatman before pulling the Goatman card.
Well, I think all of us do a little bit. Kind of thing. So, The Goatman's Bridge. Old Alton Bridge is a historic iron bridge that spans over the muddy waters of Hickory Creek and connects the city of Denton to the city of Copper Canyon, a little less than an hour from Dallas. Calling out to the Goatman at night will summon him. There's supposedly another ghost there too, of a woman. She is found crying at the edge of the bridge. If you approach her, she will disappear. Some say the Goatman took her child and she is searching for him.
A wailing woman.
So, a little story about Old Alton Bridge. In the town of Alton, which I think it doesn't exist anymore.
Ghost town.
There used to be a goat farmer.
Okay.
And he used to be called the Goatman.
Oh.
He happened to be African American.
Mm.
And he happened to be very successful.
Okay. Go him.
Unfortunately.
Oh no.
The KKK.
Oh no.
Was very jealous of their success.
Oh no.
So, I forgot exactly how they went about it, but they were trying to put a case against him. And I think he put a sign on the bridge saying, Goatman this way. And there was like some rule about like, you can't put advertisement on this bridge or whatever. They kind of like fidget the rules a lot. And unfortunately, they hung him. But when they went to check the body and take it down, the body was gone.
Who went to check it?
The KKK.
Oh, that's sad.
So yeah. Some local legends say if you're not going to steal 3 times or turn off your lights and honk 3 times, you summon the Goatman. No?
No, don't do that.
Oh, don't do that. I thought you said like,
no, I'm getting nervous.
Visitors crossing the bridge at exactly 3 a.m. had reported horrific visions of fire and brimstone, and those fortunate enough to return, that is.
No.
A Native American believes that Oki, a goat herder, came back as an evil spirit to teach lessons to children in the area who have reportedly killed his goats. So, another version of what Goatman is.
In Alton? Or this is just in general?
This is just in general. I forgot what the Native American was.
You gotta write the locations down.
Yeah, I forgot to. So, now we're going to Maryland. It's an urban legend about a strange creature who stalks the roads and the woods. They say he's half man, half animal, and attacks teenagers in cars while wielding a huge axe.
Ooh.
So this legend begins when a strange reports started appearing in the local Maryland newspaper. They told frightening tales about sightings of a creepy-looking beast that was roaming the woods of Prince George County. They said he appeared on quiet roads at night, clutching a shiny axe in the sand that he used to attack unsuspecting teenagers. Those darn teenagers. There was a lover's lane in the area, and the teens who parked their car in it claimed that they were attacked by a terrible creature that was brandishing an axe. They said it was a monstrous beast, hacked at their cars, mashing the windows and taillights. They just managed to drive away and escape with their lives. Several residents claimed to have spotted a creature with the body of a man and legs of a goat. They said it had coarse hair all over his body and a goat's head with long, twisted horns and red, beady eyes. He was described as a half-man, half-goat hybrid. It was running across driveways through their backyards, scaring people.
Thank you.
A group of local men banded together, grabbed their shotguns to hunt it down. After searching for days, they didn't find any trace of the mysterious creature on their hunt, and their hunt was abandoned. As rumors about the Goatman spread, teenagers from all the region would spend their weekends, nights driving through dark country roads at night, hoping to catch a glimpse of the beast.
Crazy kids.
Many parents would call their children to their house after sunset, fearful the Goatman will get them. 2 teenagers went out looking for their pet dog one autumn morning. The German Shepherd had escaped from his pen at the night before. As they searched by the railroad tracks, they spotted something in the long grass. It was the severed head of their beloved family dog. Even worse, they never found the dog's body. One summer's evening, a young couple were out driving in the area when their car broke down. The boy walked off to get help, leaving his girlfriend alone in the car. She spent the night waiting for him, but he never returned. The next morning, the police found his remains half buried by a side of the road. He has been chopped up into little pieces.
Oh no.
2 police officers were patrolling the area on horseback in cold, foggy night. They became separated in the darkness. One of the police rode his horse back to the station, but the other failed to show up. In the morning, a massive search was conducted to find the missing cop. After a few hours, something was spotted off the side of the overgrown path. It was immediately a corpse of the horse. The head and the legs had been torn off and the entrails had been pulled out. The missing policeman was never found.
Oh no.
Then the Goatman attacked 14 people, killing 5 of them.
14?
14. One summer, 2 school teachers brought 12 children from their class on a hiking trip to the woods. Apparently, they stayed too close to the Goatman's lair. The survivors claimed that the creature suddenly appeared and violently attacked some of the children to death with an axe, while uttering horrible screams. When the police arrived on the scene, all that was left in the carnage were half-eaten limbs and the bloody trails leading to an empty cave. A different legend, the Goatman was created by a mad scientist who lived in the area. They say a man named Dr. Stephen Fletcher was working at an agricultural research facility nearby studying animals. Over time, the scientist slowly went crazy and began conducting strange and illegal experiments to the goats that he was supposed to study. The scientist somehow gained access to a local insane asylum and began taking blood samples from the mental patients. They say he crossed human DNA with goat DNA in a crazy attempt to create some sort of human-goat hybrid.
Are we still in Maryland?
I think this was Louisiana one. The experiment went horribly wrong when one of the mutated creatures he ended up giving birth to escaped and ran screaming into the woods. The Goatman was on the loose. Now they say the terrifying creature is still out there, roaming the forest, hiding in the trees and sleeping in caves, appearing every now and then to attack some cars with an axe, beheading a stray dog, or murdering an unworried teenager. If you're in a car, the evil creature will chop your tires so you can't get away. Then will hack you up into little pieces and drag your bloody carcass deep into the forest where he can consume your flesh and bones to his leisure.
Ugh.
Maybe the Goatman legend is true, or perhaps it's just a scary story made up to scare away young people. But if you want my advice, the writer's advice, if you park your car in isolated places, lock your doors, and be on the lookout for anything strange happening around you. If you don't pay attention, you might end up being the Goatman's next victim.
Wow.
So, the Goatman, very
Goatman.
gruesome creature or cryptid.
What's with the axe?
I don't know, but and so if you look at a picture of a Goatman, if you look at this, the first thing you think about is the devil,
Right.
kind of thing. And I feel a lot of the incidents that happen makes an easy escape to be like, this was satanic base,
The work of the devil.
the work of the devil.
Yeah, there is a lot of iconography with, like, the devil with horns and associated with goat, right? I mean, I think a lot of people bring up, like, Black Phillip from the film The Witch. Is, like, one of the most iconic ones that I can think of that comes to mind right now. But I don't know why there's that association. I mean, I think part of it is, like, goats have the freakiest eyes.
Do they?
They do.
They're
They
delicious.
have, like, this band. They don't have a pupil. They have a band that goes across their iris. It's disconcerting. I
don't think I've ever stared a goat in the eye. I've eaten goat. That's about it.
I mean, even like at the petting zoo or whatever.
I don't stare in their eyes. I just look like, that looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Can I
Bobby,
eat that?
no.
But yeah, so very gruesome. I think one of the more gruesome cryptids we've had so far. I think a lot of his tales are just gore kind of thing. And it's very...
The Goatman tales?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, I was like,
no, a lot of
the cryptid tales,
a lot of Goatman tales are very gore driven. It's very unfortunate what happened in Texas with that goat farmer kind of thing, you know.
That just makes me sad.
You know, that's how some of the tales are born, kind of thing. Something horrible happens and they try to explain it or brush under a rock by creating this cryptid idea kind of thing and whatnot. But, you know, scientists going crazy, you have some creature appearing out of nowhere,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have ghost.
Yeah.
So what is the Goatman?
What is Goatman? I think maybe not my first introduction, but probably one of the earlier ones is Supernatural BuzzFeed Unsolved. They did an episode. They went to the bridge one at 3:00, and he's like, Goatman.
Is someone's like,
and he knocks.
Come at me, boy.
Yeah. Come at me, boy. Or whatever. I can't
remember what it says.
Demons, it's me, your boy. Or something like that. I'm doing terrible impressions. Sorry,
guys. You want to go to the Alton Bridge?
No.
No?
No. Well, I mean, no offense to anybody, but I have like zero interest going to Texas. I don't get the appeal.
Brisket?
You can get that anywhere.
I hear they have really good barbecue.
Well, so does Tennessee.
You're the only 10 I see.
Ha ha ha. Were you like planning that?
Not at all.
It was like perfect.
Not at all, but I've had that in my pocket for a while. I saw that episode that you showed to me about that those guys going to the bridge, and I saw the things they did, and I was like, do I have a feeling of me to go to that bridge and give it a try?
Well, I mean, what's fun watching them is you have one who's like super skeptic and then another who's like hypersensitive, which I think is totally their selling point, makes people really entertained.
I'm just curious what kind of energy that bridge has overall.
I don't know. Like, I feel like my biggest hang up is I don't want to go to a place knowing there's something and having my brain trip me up thinking I should be feeling something. I mean, there's dozens of bridges, so it's like, oh, we just happen to be passing through. Let's stop and take a break. And then it's like, oh, this doesn't feel right. That'd be different.
That'd be different, yeah. But knowing you go into that place. So,
like,
does that mean...
You could never, like, take me to Savannah, Georgia, for example, without me, like, doubting any experience I'm having with me already being like, well, is my brain just automatically playing tricks on me? Or is this actual energy or presence that I'm experiencing? Does that make sense?
If we were to go to see Robert, that's on my bucket list.
The doll?
Yeah. Would you believe?
I wouldn't go see Robert. That's the first thing.
Well, I'll blindfold you and then kidnap you to go see Robert.
Oh, no. Okay. He is never blindfolding me ever.
Oh, baby. If we were to go see Robert, would you feel that anything you see will be like your mind playing tricks on?
I'd have doubts. I'm not going to go and taunt Robert because I'm like, well, it must all be in my head.
Flip question then, following up. If you go to Loch Ness, anything you see, would you make it believe that's in your head?
Well, I'd have to a little. Think my brain was putting a little power of suggestion. That's what I was looking for in there. I mean, unless like if Nessie like comes up, climbs out of the water onto the beach and is like, hey, then yeah, obviously that's not a hallucination.
I don't know. Maybe I said something to your brownies.
Why? Why are you like
I'm curious.
Blindfolding me and drugging me up? Like, what's with you?
Guys, there's a new spin to spirits. No, I'm just curious kind of thing, because I agree that
well, like, if a full like blown apparition is floating in front of me, obviously my brain's not making that up. But if I'm like, oh, I think I'm feeling this place has a lot of negative energy, but I know it's Savannah, Georgia, the most haunted city in the world. Or like walking around Winchester. Actually, I'm pretty skeptical when I'm in Winchester.
Still walk around. Would you be the same?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm curious.
I'd be skeptical. Like, what was that in the back of my mind? Plus, it feels like a lot of experiences at Skinwalker Ranch is while you're dreaming. And that sounds like a bad idea for me.
Dreams.
Just sounds very bad.
Well, yeah. I don't know. It was interesting.
I mean, what are your thoughts on that? How do you feel about you? Because you have felt things.
Yes.
Like at Winchester.
I have felt things in Winchester. I have had voices talk to me in Winchester.
Uh-huh.
Um,
I have not, thankfully, had that pleasure.
it's a thrill. It's a thrill for sure. I don't know. It's one of those things, and with the whole power of suggestion, that I think about. It's not
I
going
would
to
just
make.
be constantly doubting myself.
It's nothing. I don't think it connects to most people, but it connects to my head. When I think of the power of suggestion, how much my brain can fake me out, kind of thing. I think about, for lack of better words, possessions.
Positions?
Possessions.
Possessions, got it.
You know, and I think of it as a, like, in an aspect, it is a spiritual battle, but also like a mental battle kind of thing. And it's like, okay, if I can unpsych myself from psyching myself, can I fight off a possession mentally? Kind of thing.
I mean, the first step of possession is letting something in, so...
Oh, well, you know.
Well, and letting something in can be something as simple as just acknowledging something's there.
Or something exists. Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of one of the experiences that I've had where, like, when you talk about the whole energy aspect of a place, where I feel like this is like a bad place to be, kind of thing.
I have.
And well, I'm trying to think of that place that I went to, and I can't remember if the person I went there with told me beforehand it was like creepy, or they told me afterwards. So I'm not 100% sure if my perception of that place was like influenced or not. Kind of thing. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
I mean, I wasn't expecting that energy feeling in the place I was.
I'm sorry.
No, why?
I'm sorry my bedroom was such a bad place.
Oh my god. Why? Why are you trying to change the rating on this show? This is not that kind of show. Trying to convince anyone who's listening for the first time. This isn't that kind of show.
I know, right?
No, like in my great aunt's, it's not in her bedroom, but so like you go into her house. She has this like foyer, and there's like 2 hallways on the right. So one hallway leads to like a side bedroom, or it's not a hallway, it's a doorway. And then there's another hallway that goes like, it's like her bathroom / vanity.
Yeah.
But it keeps going. There's another hallway that goes in through to her bedroom. So in like the vanity hallway space, like I got like that weird, like when you watch in a movie where you get like the thump thump and you're like, whoa, and you get like dizzy.
Does she have a room where like they have like glass with like mirror closet doors?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure if you told me.
Uh-huh.
And I just imagined it very well, or I dreamt about it. But I've dreamt. I have an image of that room. With a shadow person in it.
Huh. That's creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so there, like, I had this weird, like, waves of energy feelings. Now, I know that I have an idea what that probably is. I don't think it's a haunting. It's more like a conjuring of negative energy. But, like, when they depict that in the movies, it's the kind of, like, sensation, I imagine. Yeah.
The power of perception. You guys let us know. What do you guys think? Would you guys go to the old Alton Bridge? Would you guys try to go to Lover's Lane?
You're gonna go look for the goat man?
Go look for the goat man.
Or,
you a teenager
tempt
listening?
him out?
If you're a teenager listening, do not drink. You need to be at least legal drinking age in your country.
That's random.
Well, because the goat man attacks teenagers.
Right. Well, how about go with the moral of the story? Don't go to Lover's Lane.
What? Why not? I've always wanted to go to Lover's Lane.
Okay, not if you're... Later. Not if you're in Maryland. Don't go to Lover's Lane if you're in Maryland. Okay. How about that?
Sounds like a plan. But anyway.
Or potentially Louisiana. I'm not sure anymore at this point.
Don't go to Lover's Lane, period, apparently. She's such a prude.
I am. I'm not going to deny it.
Anyway.
You took me to Lover's Lane in Watsonville.
I mean, no.
I
took it
to whatever Watsonville's equivalent of that.
I took it to a toxic little playground.
I mean, we didn't do anything there. I was just like, this is creepy. This is what happens in a horror movie. So I'm ready to leave when you are. Yeah, he didn't get anything that night.
Nope.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways.
Ready for last call?
No.
No, just kidding.
So, normally, at this point in the episode, we would have our cryptid Guess Who.
I mean, you don't have one?
But guess what? We don't have any cryptids to guess.
Nope.
Not till we come back on our next break. So, I don't remember how I did this last time. But...
Oh, last 10 episodes, we had Cryptid Array set up for this 10 episodes.
Right, this 10.
So
or these last 4 we did.
Before Mr. Ruskin last year, I think we just kind of paused it and said, like, hey, we'll start up again, and then we'll give you guys... We'll give you a Guess Who before the episode comes out.
Yeah, I'll drop a Guess Who on our Instagram.
Yeah. Like we did for the post for this one.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So, because I have a lot of fun coming up with them.
They're very
and
fun.
I get really excited when people guess them. But if you are interested in just giving us some feedback on these last 10 episodes, again, I am repeating this. Go ahead and reach out to us any which way you prefer. We have an Instagram that I'm moderately good at checking. We have a website that you can reach out to us through the contact form, and we even have an email, contact@sipsandspirits. You can email us your thoughts on what these last 10 episodes have been like for you.
Let's give you thoughts on if we should take Chelsea to Loverson again or not.
No. I mean, if you really want to. Or you can go ahead and drop your questions from the beyond in so we can answer those when we come back on the 41st episode.
41st. Sappos.
Ooh, can't believe we're there. Now I'm ready for wrapping this up for our last call.
Thanks for sipping along with us. We want to keep those spirits flowing, so please be sure to show your support by reviewing and subscribing to our podcast. If you enjoy the show, be sure to share with others.
That helps us the most. Be sure to share, get people talking, let them know about us. And on that note, we do have an email newsletter. Come join us via sipsandspirits.com/happy hour or join on our link tree on any of our social media platforms, because we know it is nigh impossible at this point to keep up with the people you want to follow on your social medias. So the easiest way to keep up with us is to get it sent directly into your email inbox.
Even then.
So be sure to sign up. We will be keeping you guys informed of what's coming up while we take these month and a half break.
Yep.
Just to keep you guys in the loop and let you know when we'll be back. I mean, we will be back August 10th. We know that for sure.
Back.
So yeah.
I can't think of a song. Sorry. I'll be back. You will see.
Backstreet's back. Sips and Spirits back.
Yeah,
all right.
You can find us on all podcast hosts.
Or YouTube.
Our website, sipsandspirits.com.
Instagram, Twitter,
Facebook,
Facebook, or TikTok.
We're all over the place. Find us there. Communicate through that. Usually, the way it works, you guys communicate to us in any of those places. And we'll be like, hey, did you say so-and-so said something to us there? We both look at it, we talk, and then we say hi back.
Yeah, we respond.
We respond back. So, reach out to us there.
If you were curious about our whole communication process.
So, how we all get along with that. But yeah.
Yeah. So, with that, are we ready to close our tab?
There you go. Yeah. Thanks
All
for sticking along with us.
Cheers.